road is empty tonight. Snow drifts across the asphalt like unfinished thoughts. The headlights carve two narrow tunnels through the dark, and beyond them the world disappears. No cities, no crowds, just the hush of winter and the steady hum of tires over frozen ground. It feels like this is how the world breathes now. Quietly anxious, we are living in a time that feels stretched thin. Wars flare and smolder. Oceans warm. Forests burn. Economies tremble like glass in a distant storm. Screens glow with grief and outrage, with numbers and headlines that pile up faster than we can process them. Loneliness spreads in crowded rooms. Fear travels faster than truth, and sometimes at night, it feels like we are driving through it alone. The world feels enormous and unstable, but inside this moving car is one human being, breathing, thinking, feeling, heart beating steady, hands steady on the wheel. The storm may be vast, but agency still exists in the quiet decisions of an ordinary person. Turn the wheel, ease the speed, keep the lights on. We are told constantly that the problems are too big, that one voice cannot matter, that we must either panic or disengage. But what if there is another way? What if coping is not retreat but recalibration? The snowy road teaches something simple. You cannot control the storm. You cannot melt the ice ahead of time. You cannot see 10 miles into the future. You can only drive the stretch illuminated before you. And that is enough. Fear tells us to isolate, to harden, to assume the worst of strangers. The car becomes a flicker of light in a vast darkness, and yet that flicker matters. It marks a path. It leaves evidence that someone passed through and did not surrender. Pain is real. The fear is real. The uncertainty is real. But so is tenderness. So is ingenuity. So is courage that does not shout. The condition of the world today is not just crisis. It is crossroads. Systems strain, yes. Old assumptions fracture. But in the fractures, something honest is visible. We need each other more than ever. Not in hysteria, not in blind optimism, but in grounded cooperation. Imagine if collaboration looked less like grand gestures and more like snowplows clearing small roads so others can travel. Less like heroic speeches and more like warm kitchens. Less like viral outrage and more like shared tools. Imagine if strength meant staying soft enough to care.